NPC Wojak, does AskReddit. Insomniacs and troubled sleepers of Reddit. When you wake up at 3 AM and can't fall back asleep, what do you do? I do a reset. If I can't get back to sleep, I get up and walk through my bedtime routine again and then get back into bed. It usually works. Sounds like a good idea, but my bedtime routine is just to go to bed. I simply wallow in misery. Thank you for asking. I usually listen to a podcast rather than look at anything on my phone. I find that the light from the screen only makes it less likely that I'll be able to fall asleep again. Edit. Thank you so much for the awards. Really looking forward to trying all the suggested shows. Lie there for hours and feel like shit in the morning. Occasionally take a shower. I get up for the day. I've had some days where I'm running on half an hour of sleep. It truly sucks, but I don't know what else to do. If I just lay there, I never actually fall back asleep and usually end up getting out of bed a few hours later. I relive all the awful, uncomfortable, embarrassing, humiliating experiences or mistakes I've made in my entire life and deride myself for being an idiot, because that's a really useful way to spend time at 3:30 AM. And then I fantasize about winning the lottery. We may all feel lousy in the middle of night, but at least now we know we are not alone, and that gives me lots of solace, and hopefully for some of you as well. That's me right now. I usually browse Reddit for a while or watch YouTube until I get sleepy again. My body hasn't let me sleep for more than 4 hours a day for years. I usually go on Discord and talk to my cousins who live in Ireland. I live in the States. If they're not on, I just do whatever. Thank you for worrying about my health, everyone who is, but I've been checked out multiple times by my doctor and specialist. I've had my head scanned and had an electroencephalogram. Basically, they attach little discs to your head and monitor your brain activity. They did this while I slept, and they noticed no strange activity. They also did this in the middle of the day another time. Thanks for worrying, but I have had it checked out by specialists who said nothing appears to be wrong. Woke up a little while ago and actually timed my sleep last night. According to the clock app on my phone, I slept 4 hours and 2 minutes. Still feel refreshed. I'm breaking my rules by being on Reddit, but here you go, fellow insomniacs. 1. Do not get on your phone. Turn on the TV or turn the lights on if your intent is to go back to sleep. You're just going to fuck up your brain. 2. Lay still, close your eyes, and start with the letter A. Name 5 things from a category that start with A. Baby names, city names, items in a grocery store, types of animals, things you would find in an office, whatever. Name 5 things from that category that start with the letter A, then move on to the letter B, then C, and so on. I skip Q and X. 3. If you make it through to Z, move on to another category. Masturbate. Get up and wander around, trying to figure out why I'm not asleep. Do I need to pee? Am I too hot/cold? Do I need some water? If I drink the water, will I need to pee again? I hear an owl. It sounds so close. If I go to the window, will I see it? OMG, it's right there. Watch the owl for a while. Get into bed. Realize that my back hurts. Maybe that's why I'm awake. Try to go back to sleep. Since I'm already back in bed, it's not happening. Get up for some painkillers. Try to pee again just in case, since I just drank another glass of water. Get back into bed. Every anxiety I've ever had crowds into my head. Listen jealously to my husband's untroubled slumber. Get out my iPad and earbuds to watch something to distract my brain. Doze off for an hour or 2 to Blue Planet. Wake up tired. If by what do you do, you meant how do I go back to sleep right away when this happens to me, then sorry, I can't help you, lol. I lay down. I try not to cry. I cry a lot. I meditate until I fall back asleep. Plus I remove the extra drape to get myself colder, as I read somewhere that being colder makes it easier to fall asleep. I can't even fall asleep until 5 AM on most days. And then I'll just watch the sun come up and debate if I should nap or get up and try to fall asleep earlier later on to reset my schedule. Rarely works. Read a book. It usually puts me to sleep. If I'm stressed and woke from a nightmare, I will do a few breathing exercises or meditation to calm down before trying to sleep. Do the washing up quietly so I don't disturb my man. Go outside and look at the sky. Empty the rubbish bins quietly. Snuggle my cats. Get lots of licks and headbutts in return. Snuggle my hippopotamus stuffy named Earl and try and find a position where my body doesn't hurt due to my chronic illness. Worry about everything I have said or done in my 40 years on earth. Try and go back to bed. Snuggle my man. Wake him up. Stroke his back until he falls asleep again. Take my cats back downstairs and snuggle them again. Cry. My body hurts so much and I have to get up for work in 3 hours. Put on a comforting, familiar film or TV show like Harry Potter or B99 with the volume down super low. Try and listen only and cover my face with a pillow to reduce the stimulation to my brain so I forget I'm worrying about everything I have ever said or done and focus on reciting the dialogue in my head. Fall asleep hugging my cats and Earl. Wake up 1 hour before my alarm is meant to go off. Rinse. Repeat. You're looking at it. I lay there for an hour or two before driving off again, usually as my alarm goes off at 4:30/5 am. My current time I seem to be waking up around is 2:34 am. The last several nights that's the magic time. I'm hoping as we get into winter, I'm in Australia, the cooler nights will help me sleep more. I would get up and start the day, but once I'm up the dogs want to get up, then I'd end up waking everyone else. I hate insomnia. I wish I could get more than 4 hours sleep at night, but even more. So I hate that my 17-year-old is already showing similar signs of sleep deprivation and insomnia, and not even her sleep meds are working effectively now. Lie awake and regret all my life choices. I usually end up laying in bed until I have to get up. If my brain can't rest, then I'll let my body rest. Drugs. I started using Headspace app. It has a specific nightcast thing for when you wake up to help you fall back to sleep. Currently I try that, and if that doesn't work, I just put on a series and pretend to watch it. Used to clean my room when this happened. It happens less now that I'm medicated so nicely. Put The Office on and drift off to sleep, only to be woken every 20 minutes by the absurdly loud opening credits. I'm up for the day at that point. Read a book, do some work or study. If I've got a few extra hours in the day, may as well be productive. Also might put me back to sleep. Before marriage, I would jerk off until I was tired enough to fall back asleep. Being married, I have to tiptoe to a secondary room or bathroom and jerk off silently like a ninja. I'm a night owl or vampire, or whatever they call it nowadays. I can't sleep until sunlight, and it's really annoying when I have a job. Thankfully the pandemic took that from me. Now I just plug up my headphones and play Call of Duty or whatnot all night and sleep all day. What do you do to help you fall back asleep? Let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for future content.